Okay. All right. We are back. Dynasty Daddies, episode two of 2026 season. We got the power ranking special. And we got myself, we got Dylan on.
What's up,
We got
guys?
we got Hugo as well.
Yo, yo.
Um, but yeah, just welcome back everyone. What the hell? Julianne? This is a wild
Oh,
start.
what
What's up,
perfect
Julianne?
timing. Because I
Hey
do have something that I would like
boys,
to start with before we actually get into our power rankings for the year. And it's actually based on what Steve requested that I say against my own consent and will. The
where's
first
Hugo?
the first text reads, direct quote, "The way you talk with your hands is turning me on." And then the second text right below it reads, and I quote, "I want you to tongue punch my brown eye till it winks uncontrollably."
Oh, dude. That's very sexual.
Steve, these are shocking yet not surprising comments. What do you have to say for yourself?
Am I allowed? Can you hear me or see me?
Yeah, you're
We
good.
can hear
You're
you.
You're
frozen.
You
We
are
can
frozen.
hear
frozen.
you.
I would also like to read some recent texts from my friend Dylan. One was a casual Tuesday afternoon at 2:14 p.m. Was Traylon's dick too big for your tiny butthole?
Crazy. You're crazy, dude.
I don't even know
I
what to
can't
say
The
to
confirm.
next,
that.
the next text I'd also
I
like
will
to
confirm that
dispose.
was the text.
The next text, I'm only going to name three because I didn't expect this to be a cry for help kind of podcast. But one was, I'm bringing extra clothes. I'm going to win the wet t-shirt contest at 9:13 a.m. on a Saturday.
Hey,
This is so out of
That's the
context. Like
attitude.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information.
as far as I'm concerned, the only champion in this podcast right now is myself. So I know something about winning.
Oh.
We don't really want to put you on the stake for that, but we'll let you have it. You got to.
I'll
But
take it.
this is all right. This is the last one. I said I was reading three.
Hurry up,
I'm
Steve.
gonna.
You're frozen. You gotta freaking turn it up.
This is all I got. This is all I got. I said what I said. I texted Dylan. We were in a deep talk, and I said, "What if where I need to be isn't where I want to be going?"
Whoa.
And Dylan said, and this is 9 p.m. He goes, "I'm getting there. When I masturbate, think about my tongue on your clit and switching back and forth from my dick to my tongue."
Dude, that's Ray Allen. That's basketball.
The Ray Allen.
That's a legendary quote. I got it tattooed on my ribs.
Whenever anybody asks, "What's your relationship like with your friends?" I say, "I don't really know."
Yeah.
I think we
Steve,
know
you
what your
joined
guys'
the
relationship is
power
like.
ranking podcast. Where do you see yourself in the power rankings? We haven't announced it yet.
Well, I'm here to make a bigger announcement. Let's all wish happy fucking birthday to Brian. We let the whole day go
Happy
by.
birthday.
The true daddy in this league. Let's give him
That's
a
right.
happy birthday and hope that they're working on number 3 as we speak.
Do we?
Happy birthday, Coco.
Can you hit him a quick note?
Happy birthday, Brian.
Okay, that's it. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Good luck on the podcast.
All right, I'm here to say something quick about the rankings. I'm here to say Matt wanted me to do this, so Matt's
Not true.
gonna say he's gonna say a team at random, and I'm gonna say off the top of my head an unfiltered, unhinged discussion about said team, and the discussion is gonna be just one sentence.
I like it.
Marty.
Oh fuck. Constantly thinking that he's doing well, but actually not doing well. The definition of pedaling up a stream and realizing he's at the lazy river of the Great Wolf Lodge.
Wow. Jeez.
Wow, that said a lot.
Honestly, that's a great quote.
That's
I'll be looking forward to Marty's reaction to that if he ever joins.
that's crazy encryption right there.
Oh, all right. Let's get this on track. I think we start
yeah.
right with the draft.
All right. And then
Let
also,
me just finish real quick. I trust you guys' opinion, but I'll just rapid fire it. Dylan's team and the way he manages his team, absolute butthole. He unfortunately has made some bad decisions. He'll continue to make bad decisions, both personally, financially, and with his fantasy team.
We don't have to bring. We don't have to make it personal.
All I'm here to say is that he'll do better than he expects this year, but that better is going to be a 4-win team.
That's okay. Last year my team was ass. I look at my roster this year, and I feel like I've actually got at least a starting lineup.
But if he gets a couple wins this year, we'll all be happy because it might get him out of his house on Sundays.
Dude, look at this. I was out of my house all day yesterday. That's why I stay inside. Pain.
Yeah, that's painful right there.
Can you actually take the whole shirt off? As a doctor, I want to assess the full burn.
Yeah, I don't consent to this.
You guys do your weird sex stuff. We do your weird sex stuff on someone else's time here.
Yeah.
All right, Matt's team. I'm going to be honest. Matt's the definition of an in the gray area team. You know, he thinks he's there. Is he there? I don't know. He's going to be somewhere in the middle of the pack. And you know, Matt's quote that he's always told me, he said, if you got butter, you can make toast. So because of that, I know if he gets there, he has a chance to win. But I don't really know. I don't want to be the anxiety of Matt's team because you never really know if he's going to be in it.
Who on Matt's team functions as the bread?
Now, Hugo's team is the definition of we know it's not going to be there, because I'll be honest, I feel for Hugo because he does have pretty shit luck compared to most people. His first pick this year.
Whoa. Save that when we go through the draft. So we already know we're going to roast the shit out of him.
All right. Well,
I think that's a perfect little segue. That's a perfect little segue into the draft. I think let's go. I'm pulling up the draft board right now.
And I just also want to say Kevin's been a great addition. His one-liners every other week I look forward to. They make me laugh. They make me smile. And thank you, Matt, for continuing to do such a great job every year. Brendan, I don't really hear from you often, but I'd like to hear from you more often.
I met Kevin once and I saw his bare ass and said, "Oh, that's our new league mate."
It's actually pretty nice. It's less hairy than you'd expect it to be. And my last statement will be, yes, I am 9 out of 10 concerned at Christian McCaffrey's mystery tightness with no update for 9 days now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be concerned too. I am concerned.
Hate to see that, Steve.
That's tough.
Now I'm here just to listen. I'm here to be a fly on the wall.
All right.
All right.
Boot him.
Appreciate all that, Steve. Also,
thanks, Steve. Banned.
Happy birthday to Brian. I think I missed that today. So yeah, happy birthday, Brian. You get a little podcast special as a little treat on your birthday as well. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, on the draft, it was a little bit hectic for me personally as a commissioner, but we got through it as a league, and I think it ended up being okay, aside from a few rosters. But
we all owe Matt a drink at the bar for what he did last time at the draft.
Yeah, I second that. As a spectator, I could tell he was grinding.
Oh, I had to. Someone had to do it. I had to get us through this. To be fair, I opened up Pandora's box with all this too, so I had to take a little bit of responsibility for it. You know, with replacing the old he who shall not be named. But we got Kevin now in here, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, draft day was a fun overall experience till we got to the draft for me personally, and then it was just all downhill for the rest of the day for me. It was a busy day, but other than that, though, I think everyone else had fun. We had good food and good times were had. Yeah. That being said, what are you guys' thoughts on the redraft? And you guys want to break it down? We want to look at each person's team, how they drafted. Or you guys have certain things you saw that caught your eye?
I think Hugo should take the floor.
I called for the redraft. I thought it was absolutely necessary with the whole transition of teams. I'm glad that it ended up working out at the end, Matt, and it wasn't a complete disaster, because I definitely think the bottom teams have leveled up and have come up to being at least able to set a starting lineup. Like Dylan, we were talking before the Zoom call. It's like you were just saying it too. It's like I think you're going to catch a couple people this year, and you're going to have definitely at least 4 wins this year for sure. So this is the point of the reset, in my opinion, is because before that, Dylan, I'm sorry, you maybe 1-2 wins tops.
I don't think my team got any better by the redraft.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, how are you playing this at Dylan's that reset didn't affect Dylan
It did,
whatsoever.
if anything, I think it honestly made my
Over with
team
the
worse.
pick. Yeah, what, dude? His team made his team better on his own, dude. It had nothing to do with this reset.
That's one of the nicest things I think you've ever said to me, Steve.
Well, I don't know.
Dylan
I
was
think
active
it
previously.
leveled the
I mean,
playing field for
off-season.
Straight
everyone.
facts over here. It has nothing to do with it.
I think
Yeah,
it
honestly,
leveled the playing field.
yeah, I think some teams, got some things they need. Like I got some things in that draft that I needed. But I think other teams just.
Do we want to do a quick run through of like at least the first round, just to kind of? I mean, there's some obvious ones. There's some key pointers that I want to bring up of the rookie draft.
Oh, the rookie draft. Okay. I thought the first round went like I don't know, the 10 players that I thought were going to go went where they supposed to go. But what was your what is
What was your surprise?
What is fascinating is the first 4 picks in the draft are all actively hurt and have legit chances to miss week 1, which I find just fascinating. When's the last time we've had a draft like that?
Wait, Tate's hurt too right now?
Tate got smacked around in practice today. Undisclosed. He had to leave.
Oh wow.
So
Tyson's out for 2 months at least.
Yeah,
so.
Tate's gonna be fine, but I think the actual worry is Cam Ward might actually be ass.
Yeah, Cam Ward. I don't know if you guys watched quarterback. Very likable guy. Probably not a good quarterback.
Yeah. Okay.
Seemed like the escapability would be there, but he's not an athletic like runner.
Correct.
He wants to throw it downfield, and
like instinctually, he doesn't just seem to have the instincts of the game. Like he got away with like being a tall, athletic guy on every team that he played at. But and I do weigh this in a little bit. Like he was at Incarnate Ward to start his college career, so that clearly says he was not exactly a hyped prospect in high school. And then I think he got lucky in a way with his position when he went to Miami and just had a great year based on his just sheer athleticism. But the NFL, everybody's athletic. So it's his athleticism going to carry over when everyone else is also the star athlete of their state when they were, 22 years old or 18 years old, let's say. Probably not.
No.
Yeah, I think he's still pretty raw. So if anything, he might be a late bloomer if he does end up playing out. But I don't see that offense or team really putting it together right away. So
he gives me less athletic Anthony Richardson vibes.
Yeah. Well, what about down the draft? Matt, are you happy with your pick with Concepcion?
I mean, I think he's healthy, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, they're targeting him a lot in the offense this year, so he should be a good
he's going to be involved, so I think he's going to be like one of the go-to guys.
Definitely startable for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm not going to start him right away, but it's something I think I could end up starting like later on, which is nice. So
yeah,
overall I was pretty happy with my draft. I got Antonio Williams as well, which is another like receiver room that who knows what's going to happen there, but they just got Diggs, so that's not so much. I mean, not as good for Williams like early breakout, but I still think he could get involved early. And then I don't know. It's hard to talk about like that. Other players, I thought I got some good steals like late in the draft because I had I don't know 2 fourths and I think a fifth. So but I got Bell and Lance. Now Lance his potential to get some more playing time just went up with Tyson going down. So who knows? But
who do we think is going to be the best value pick at the back end of the first round and including the second round? Who's going to be the Garrett Wilson of picks 6 through 20?
It's funny you say that because I'm the one that found Garrett Wilson and I found the other guy too. So
take the compliment while you have it, Hugo. It's very rare. Enjoy it.
All I do is draft studs in the second round with the receivers.
But don't talk about the receivers in the first round.
Yeah.
And then all you do is trade them and Gibbs for nothing.
I kept Rasheed. I just traded freaking Garrett, but I've always said Olave is better than him, and I still think that's a fact. So, I don't know. Stribling's going to be awesome. I got a feeling he's just got to stay healthy.
Is there bias involved in that pick?
Yeah, no, there isn't. I think first preseason game, he was a stud. 7 catches, get out of the game, kid. We've seen enough. And then just wait till the world gets to learn about my boy Teddy Hurst, a.k.a. Mike Willie Jr.
Lambert Smith also got like 9 catches, and then I think he got designated to the practice squad for the Chargers. I think preseason volume means nothing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it literally just means like, hey, we just need to see if you can actually function on the team, let alone as like a starter in the lineup. I think that's kind of where Stribling's falling right now. I think I could see him making the roster. I just don't see him being anything beyond a wide receiver 4 for them at this moment.
Yeah. Preseason hype is huge for him right now, but I agree with you. It's just that's what it is. It's just preseason hype. It's going to be smoke and mirrors. So
I personally think that
established guys
Sadiq.
will play over him.
I think Jorge absolutely just crushed the pick at 8 with Sadiq because I think with Gino throwing the ball, as him being like a gadget tight ends, he screams like maybe not as athletic as Brock Bowers, but I think here you're hearing here first. Sadiq's going to finish with 85 catches.
I'm not as high
I'll
on
be
Sadiq as you,
shocked
but
if that happens.
I mean,
I'm not here to
he's
make
definitely
simple predictions.
talent-wise one of the better players in this draft, I guess. And like getting him there is good, but I just don't like. I hate the Jets,
And I think that's
and
exactly why Sadiq's going to get fed the ball a disgusting amount of times because there's going to be so many garbage time, like 15-yard throws down the middle. Sadiq, and all of a sudden his finishing stat line is 8 catches, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Jets lose by 20.
As a Jets fan, Steve, care to weigh in on Sadiq?
I'll give Dylan credit. He talks a lot of stuff just totally out of his ass, but the way he says it so confidently that you think it's going to happen. Dude, that is not going to happen at all. That guy is not getting 80 catches, dude. He's going to be playing like 50% of the snaps at first. He's not going to end up with 8 and 80 and then losing by 20. That's just not what's going to happen.
Hey.
I think he's going to be like a 15th ranked tight end his rookie year, probably.
A 15th ranked tight end as a
15
rookie
is still
tight
pretty
end.
high.
That's fine. Yeah,
15 is high.
That's a tight end. That's a high end tight end too. That's nothing wrong with that at all.
That's probably like 50 catches though, but
like 8 and 80, dude. You said he was going to get 85 catches.
I think Sadiq's going to finish as a top.
He's going to be a top 3 tight end.
Top 8 tight end.
Are you more excited about Cooper, Steve, than you are Sadiq, or what? Do you like either of the picks for the Jets?
Yeah, I think they're good picks, but I think they're more real life picks than fantasy picks. It's realistically just going to be old man Gino like hyper targeting the fuck out of Garrett Wilson for like 10 to 15 targets a game, and Mitchell's going to get a couple, and then they're just going to be RB dumps. He's going to throw the ball like 30 times a game. It's
not
really
that Brees Hall just blew out his groin.
Well, you actually are expert in healing that. You did really good with mine, and you only used your mouth.
Yeah, I know. Did you not read that? Did you not see the text you sent me earlier about tongue punching your brown eye?
Yeah. Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I said, Steve, I thought I was here to work in your groin. Why are you flipping over?
There was mention of tongue darting for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel sketchy about drafting the Jets player, especially like a first round stock. But I did it in other leagues, so it's.
I want to give a shout out to Danny for drafting Jacoby Lane in the 3rd, and also I like the pick of Malachi Fields in the 3rd, both done by Danny. Guys that are having great camps.
I think Danny had a pretty good draft overall, honestly.
I do think Malachi Fields he's a sneaky good pick.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I like him too. Honestly.
Real ball knowers know, Dylan.
And honestly, I like Malik Neighbors. I think is going to finish as worse than a wide receiver 50 this year.
Oh my god, dude! These are the hottest takes ever. What?
Dude, have you seen Neighbors walk, Steve? You should know the guy had a cyclops lesion in his knee.
He does not look good. I'll say
the guy's knee is awful. His knee is so bad. He was just getting off crutches back in like February. Yeah. He had surgery back in like October.
No, I think he waited a while to have the surgery.
No, he had surgery right away, and he had a ton of complications afterwards from it.
Crazy.
And then he had another surgery done to get that cyclops lesion, which basically a bundle of scar tissue in the knee removed. Because he couldn't straighten out his leg. He didn't have the ability to straighten out his leg. Like 6 months later.
Dude, he's playing for the fucking Giants. He needs one leg, and he's going to get 12 targets a game by Dark, dude.
You know what's really going to do in Neighbors? That turf.
Yeah, I think Neighbors is going to be worse than a wide receiver 50, and I think he's going to play 12 or more games. I think he's going to be absolute poopsicle.
I hope Kevin isn't listening to this part.
I hope he is.
Luck yours, Kevin. Honestly, I'm not rooting for injuries, but if Kevin's team got injured, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah. Hey, Steve.
It sounds like you're definitely rooting for injuries.
I'm not rooting for it. I just wouldn't be upset about it.
Yeah, Steve is definitely rooting for injuries. You see the chat this afternoon?
Yeah, dude. Holy shit!
I'm bringing up my boy Tyson, picking up
rooting for injuries at all.
Hater.
I actually have him in another league as well. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Hugo is the ball knower, and he happens to draft the guy that's already got a 2-month injury before a game starts.
Yeah, it's not like he can know they're going to get hurt.
Yeah. It was his
He had
other
an injury
hamstring
history.
too. It was the opposite hamstring.
Hamstring, 2 months for a hamstring? Is that normal?
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
it says a few months, right? Is
if
it
it's
2 months or
it,
2
strained for
months?
sure.
depends on the severity of the tear.
Yeah.
That's probably like a grade 2
Matt,
tear.
remember when you strained your hamstring playing wiffle ball?
Yeah.
the,
I was down for a few weeks, but
the 30s definitely are a little rough.
I'm not a young buck anymore, Steve.
Yeah.
Dylan told me his biggest thing about being in his 30s was that he's slowly losing his hearing because he noticed his volume is at a 30 when it used to be a 20, and it still sounds not loud enough.
My grandfather
I
always
also think
warned me
it's
about these
insane that
days.
but I just think it's just I don't know. It just seems like Tyson had an injury history. I'm not rooting for him to be hurt, but I was also just rubbing it in Hugo's face because I actually texted him last week when he first tweaked it, and he said, "I ain't worried about a hamstring in preseason," and then the next week
Damn,
he's
he's
out for 2 months.
cooked.
No, it's all good.
Um,
He wasn't gonna start for me. Not quite yet.
I don't want to put the pressure on people. I'm at 10% battery, no charger in sight. So do we want to get to the redraft?
Yeah, we can do
Sounds
that.
it.
All right. Let's see. Redraft. I mean, it's all right here, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, what you
Brennan
think?
kicked us off with Brian Robinson, so that
I'm
was
at 1%,
crazy.
so I think a real quick best and worst. I'm gonna say best pick of the draft in the regular rookie one, at least in the first round, I think was Brian getting Price at 5. I think that's actually kind of sneaky. Not a bad running back pick. He kind of needs it. Not bad. I think worst picks 1,000%. Brendan and Dylan going fucking back into the well of their own guys with the first 2 picks. The whole benefit of you guys having bad years last year was having the first pick of these veteran draft. I think in reality, it was worse than we all thought it was going to be. It really
So
wasn't like that tickle your balls kind of thing we were hoping it was going to be. But to draft the same guy you had, like Brendan, you could have made some roster moves if you wanted him that badly. And then two, Dylan just felt the pressure of the fact that he took him 5 overall. It was still a mistake when he drafted a cornerback 5 overall last year, and it was a double mistake drafting him again this time.
so who would you take if you had the first 2 overall picks? Who would you have taken?
I don't remember who was there.
The board's right in front of your eyes.
Bro, I'm on my phone. That shit is
You're
smaller
you're
than
lucky you
small.
got Dak Prescott, Steve.
That is
Dak should
smaller
have
than
been the
Dak
small.
first
should have
pick.
been,
My
yeah.
own
Dak should have
Brennan
team,
been
I
should
the
have
would
took
have
first
took
pick.
Dak.
Dak.
That's
I
who I
mean,
thought was
if
going.
he
Yeah.
fits my team perfectly, I would have taken Dak if I had. He shouldn't have been there, I don't think.
No.
I
I
mean,
would have.
I don't know who else was there from
I
a
wouldn't have
skills
taken
position.
Baker at 2.
yeah, I mean, you don't. I mean, you could have. I mean, if you wanted like win now players and be like a Debo or Diggs or something, I don't know. Like,
Debo, who had just signed like 3 days before the draft.
yeah, but he's
Yeah,
still
but he's
signed.
still going to play more snaps on offense than Hunter is.
Yeah, like he's
Probably
gonna be involved.
true.
Both those players are gonna be involved in the offenses they're on. Even though it's a new team, they're
Hunter
signed to
for
be
me was
starters.
more of you know what, I'm going to go down with the ship than watch him succeed on another team. I'd rather take the swing and miss than have somebody else hit my home run.
That's fair. I get that.
So that was why I took Hunter.
I mean, there's definitely just dart throws still, but like if you need a quarterback, so you need a tight ends, which like I didn't need a quarterback, but having Baker as my third is pretty solid, I think.
Yeah.
And then there was plenty of great tight ends. I got Andrews with my second pick. Strange was there. Hawkins, like these are guys that are starters, so it's like if you needed the depth at least, I thought there was some.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steals. Like Steve got more quarterbacks which he needed. You got Caleb Johnson, who was a first last year. You dropped him, but I was probably gonna draft him right there too. And then Steve grabbed him, so I was.
It made me feel better that he fell though to what, like the third round of the redraft?
Third round of the redraft. So, like, he probably isn't gonna pan out, but if he does, like, that's not bad there for.
No, for sure. It's right there.
Yeah, and then the rest of it was just the last 2 rounds was just defenses and kickers. So I don't know. It honestly didn't make as much of an impact as I thought it would make, which I don't think it was going to make a big impact, but it also was just kind of lackluster as far as like.
Which
I don't think it changed much.
But I also think it is a testament to the balance of the league. Like, yes, Kevin's team is absolutely loaded, but on the flip side, like you would think, okay, if his team was truly loaded, he would have had to have sacrificed 1 or 2 like star players. Like, who did Kevin sacrifice? What is the best player that was available that Kevin had to not keep? There's nobody there, which says, okay, like, yeah,
Hawkinson was there, and then
Dak, Chig.
Dak.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Dak was top
all
three.
it positions that everyone generally is deep
Yeah,
at. Even my team is deep at quarterback and tight ends, but the main positional players, it's one of those ones. I think it
Yeah.
shows like, okay, the league isn't as top heavy as we think.
Well, I was also a huge proponent of I wanted to only keep 10 and just fill out a starting roster. And that would have been way more dramatic. That's how I
yeah.
originally wanted it.
Yeah, which I think the
I think
whole
that's
premise
too
of a
drastic, but
dynasty league is to keep the bulk, right? Like 10 almost turns it into a slight, just like a 10-team keeper league as opposed to a dynasty league, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I know, like if you wanted to truly
That's
shape,
what those extra 5 rounds would have been, though.
right,
Juicier players.
juicier for sure.
yeah. But it just shook up the league a little bit. It didn't really. I don't think it impacted much. Like I got the things I needed. Some other teams got stuff they needed, but it's not like it's
I'm
going to make
ex
it that much of a difference for like
I'm
making the
extremely
team better.
happy. I just went totally young. I mentioned it to people on the side. I was like, Justin Herbert was my first ever pickup in the league in the history of this league, and now he's my oldest player on my roster at 28 years old.
Justin Herbert also cost Hugo a Tua Tagovailoa jersey to me.
Yeah, but that's a fact. That's a fact.
Herbert also cost him basically the equivalent of 1 year's league dues.
Loves him so much, but it's cost him so much.
Yeah. The year Dylan came in last is on me.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to get into some power rankings?
Yeah, for sure.
Any other point? Anything we want to go over on the draft, or we do kind of hit the highlights?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
hit
Yeah, we
hit
could
the
kind of
power
talk about
ranking.
teams like our overall drafts too during the power rankings. So, but yeah, let's go back to it. So, power rankings gonna just start at the bottom, so work our way up like we always do. And I did do it a little differently this year, just because I feel like just taking everyone's power rankings every year. I mean, it makes it fun, I guess, but it just kind of gets biased, and it's not. I feel like it's not truly accurate to what the I don't know what it should be, or what it probably is. But that said, I plugged all the info into a chat GPT, just had it pulled from like 10 different sources, so all the big ones pretty much, and just take that and aggregate it out and give us the right ranking based on like all the consensus reviews of each player and where they are on each of our teams. So I thought it came pretty good, ended up being pretty nice. We'll start with the 10 here, and that's going to be, let me just back out of the draft here real quick. I'll pull up the team. None other than Dylan. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. Let me know if you guys can. Is this better?
There you
Yes,
go.
better.
I don't want to say
Nice.
that the league standings currently say I'm in 6th, but I think that's an omen of what's to come.
I think that's just your waiver order. That's just
I don't care.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Though.
Because that's not true. But yeah, I mean, no one surprised me. I think we all kind of figured Dylan would be close to the bottom. I think the bottom two teams are probably pretty similar, anyways. But yeah, I think honestly, my biggest gripe with Dylan's team is just his running back situation. Like I mean, I'm looking at starters. But Warren and Williams are, they're you can start them. They're good, but I don't think they're, compared to other teams, his running back room is kind of lacking. I think that's also just in general his biggest issue. But do you guys have thoughts?
You go. You can go.
Offseason. I thought it was a pretty
No, I
good team,
think
but
Dylan's gonna surprise some people, like I mentioned earlier, and hopefully it's not me this year. I just seem to always maybe go 1-1 with you, and you sneak one up on me every year or every other year. So I expect it this year.
I look forward to it too.
Yep.
By the way, Javonte Williams was the number 12 PPR running back last year. That puts him as basically high in RB2.
Yeah, no, he's for starters, yeah, it's good. I'm just like, it's just depth wise. I think the overall room
my
is
depth
where
is awful.
yeah, but I mean you'll start, these guys are your starters. These are your two starters, but I thought you made some pretty good trades this season just to make your team better at receiver for sure. Like Harrison and McConkey, both really young, like potentially stars. Like we saw McConkey, put up what did he do in 25? He was like a top 15 receiver, I think, in 25. He had a down year last year, but so I
Glad
thought
he was
that was
13 in PPR.
yeah. So that's great for a rookie. So like he's capable of it. So that was a good pickup. And then Harrison, I think, is still a little slow just to get going here, but I think inevitably he will be
I think
someone
he's just
that's
too
worth keeping
talented
in
to
your starting
not
lineup.
do something. Like I just can't see him being a
Yeah,
dud. Like, and he's still only 24 too. Like he's still got plenty of time to. Part of it too is he plays for the Cardinals. Like the Cardinals are just absolute trash can.
Big issue that is the
Awful,
Cardinals.
yeah.
absolutely awful. And Jacoby Brissett is just absolutely goo goo gagas for Michael Wilson, which doesn't help Marvin Harrison. But also, I think Marv he needs to kind of assert his authority there. And
Yeah, he needs to be more aggressive for sure.
yeah,
Fucking, I have him in our other league, and I'm just waiting on him to fucking just pop off. He's
yeah,
so due.
His
Because I'm
hands.
with you. He can't be a boss. Like, I just
correct.
don't see it.
My goal for my team going into this year was to have a startable, somewhat respectable starting lineup without bludgeoning my picks. Because I still think actually, if you go down to my picks, I have probably the most picks that I've had in years. If you look, there's actually 2 firsts hiding in there.
Yeah,
I lied. One first. One
It's
first.
one
One
first, and it's the
first.
one
Where
that
did my
we got
28
back up in
go?
the draft.
I don't remember trading my 28.
As soon as you got
Oh,
it, you
no.
already fucking flipped it, Dylan. You
Oh,
did it last
God,
year.
the horniness strikes again.
But I do like you drafted Coleman to address your running back problem. So if like, I don't
I think
think that.
Coleman's going to be sneaky good.
Yeah, I don't think that running back room is like set in stone. Like I don't think Dobbins has that locked up, or Harvey even. I wasn't that high on Harvey last year, so I think it might just be hot hand. Who knows? So I think that's someone you could you'll end up
Hot
taking off your
take, I think
taxi
J.K.
ultimately.
Dobbins is getting cut.
Really?
If you look, he's been out for like undisclosed reasons, like all training camp, all whatever. I think J.K. Dobbins is going to be a roster casualty.
Maybe that'd be wild. That'd be good for you. That'd be good for you.
Yeah,
But
would be wild.
I think it's
hope
very
that starts before
possible.
the season starts, because then you take him off taxi. I think of that. Yeah, no, I mean you got QB depth, you got everything else. So I just think you're like a running back or two away from being like a playoff team. Essentially, that's my overall opinion of your team. I think you made some good moves to improve your team. And then Go Nix is great. So
No.
Warren, your tight ends are great. Warren and Fannin. The fact that you're starting 2 of them is solid. This was he was a tight end 4 last year as a rookie, so it's
Either 4 or
great.
6. He
Fannin
was 4.
6. Yeah, so I mean overall, you're strong at tight end and quarterback, and you definitely got stronger at receiver. So I think you could be a sneaky playoff team in the end if everything kind of falls your way a little bit. But any other thoughts? Oh, I didn't mean to close this team.
Yeah, are you hoping to make it into the playoffs, Dylan? Like,
I think my ceiling is the 6th seed. Realistically, like I think if I can stumble into a couple lucky wins, I think if my team can stay healthy and injuries bite other teams that are more towards the bottom, like Matt and Brendan, and no offense, Hugo, but Hugo, I think that I can chip and claw my way up a little high, but I'm going to need a little bit of luck, a little bit of just good fortune too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, anything can happen. Wandell, you also have Wandell too, which we had a trade with. I don't like him in Tennessee. Honestly,
Can you pronounce his first name again for the people listening at home?
Wandell.
crazy.
Wandell.
Wandale
Robinson.
Wandale.
I've never corrected Matt because I've always just enjoyed him saying Wandale.
Look at even in his little in his picture, he's laughing at you.
Yeah,
he looks baked as shit.
Yeah, yeah, he's actually laughing at everyone.
Yeah,
he's
we'll
number 14
see if
receiver last year, but I don't think
Cam
that's going to
Ward
be the
could
case
get
again.
him the ball.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, I mean, good luck to you,
Yeah,
Dylan.
good luck, Dylan. I
Fortunately,
hope
you're
you
10,
catch some teams this year, man.
Thanks, boys.
Number 9, we got Danny. Let's pull up the scat, man. Yeah, I think this Danny's making this team his own now at this point, so I think he's still one of the bottom teams for sure. But
yeah,
he had a
no
very
one
good
needs
draft.
a running back more than Danny does.
Yeah, speaking of running back rooms that need help, that's definitely this one. I think he needs help with running backs more than Dylan does for sure.
Yeah,
but
his receivers I love though.
Yeah, it's his receivers and his tight ends, and I think
Hot take. I don't necessarily love his wide receivers. I think they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like I wouldn't be sad
with the young ones that he's got, dude.
BTJ is like the wide receiver 3 on his own team right now. Literally.
Yeah.
BTJ is like
he should come back this year. He was too good his rookie year not to.
The problem is that he was getting clocked at the early part of like preseason and like the start of the year last year, and it made him like very gun shy. If you look towards the latter half of the year, he wasn't contending for any like 50-50 balls, and he was shying off contact, and it
Yeah.
killed his stats, and it killed, obviously, as a result, killed his fantasy up, fantasy stock. But honestly, I think, hit me out on this, I think Adonai Mitchell is going to have a better year than BTJ.
That's a hot take.
I
Jeez.
love Adonai Mitchell, and I think he's in a beautiful position on the Jets. I think he's, Gino's going to have to throw the ball 45 times a game this
I
year.
do think they are going to throw it a lot. Yes.
I think
Yeah,
Adonai's just, if you look at the end of Adonai's year last year, I don't know the actual statistics, but you can just do a quick eyeball test. He was pretty darn good. Like, he had a couple of good games.
Yeah. I think this will be one of the good vet picks that Danny made.
And he's young enough too. He's only he's not even 24 yet. I think that Adonai's going to be in his starting lineup by week 6.
Yeah.
This wasn't a pick Danny made. This is just someone he kept. I drafted him. He picked him
Oh,
up.
really?
That's where I dropped him. Yeah, he wasn't that great when I had him, but going to the Jets somehow revitalized him. So who would have fucking thought?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately, a
points.
bottom 4 team in my opinion, but if he has nice and go to his picks, he has multiple firsts. I think next year.
No, his picks are just uniform.
Okay.
he
Yeah,
has he is in a second
no
next year.
second, but
something he was happy about is now he officially has all of his own picks.
yeah, he has his
Yeah.
He's out of the
own
Alex
picks
rut now, at least. So like from here on out, it's all his own doing.
Yeah.
So-
Shout out Danny for building a team like a man, unlike that coward Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin kind of walked into that team, but that's all right. Danny
Right, I
had to
love his
rebuild. I don't
young
think Kevin would do
receivers.
anything. Yeah, no, I think I said he had a good draft. He had a lot of stock in this draft, and he kind of needed to hit on his picks, and I think he did. So, I mean, time will tell, obviously, but I like Lane, I like Boston, I liked Mendoza. He needed a quarterback. Actually, high hopes for Mendoza. I love that he's playing like it seems like Brady's more involved there now. That's an owner.
Yeah,
So
I think he's gonna be like a Trevor Lawrence in the league.
Yeah, I definitely think he probably had the strongest draft. Now his picks alone like allowed that, but
yeah,
taking Tate, taking Mendoza, taking Cooper and Boston, like
Good
there's
foundations.
very, very strong drafts.
yeah. So there's a lot of high potential. Like if a lot of those players hit, like has a huge improvement for next year at least. So
Yep.
But I think he's also going to be struggling this year, just to kind of still find his footing with these players. And
The only
figure out
question
who to
mark with
start.
his picks is that he didn't address his biggest need, which is running back. He went quarterback, 3 wide receivers.
But he couldn't really address that need in this draft. I feel like
Correct.
there
This is
wasn't a lot
not.
of
Yeah,
unless
you
Jonah
didn't want to
Coleman,
reach
right?
on Price here.
Yeah. You're not reaching on Price where he was picking at 2 overall, and then after that, are you going to
those
reach to get
talented
Coleman or Nick
receivers.
Singleton? Maybe not.
Yeah.
But if he did reach for Price, I would have been like, yeah, I could see that because he needs running back. Like that's at least that's someone he can guarantee start right away. You would think. Like it sounds like he's going to be the guy at least to start the year.
And Tate's situation is not great with Cam Ward. I just don't.
No.
It's
now
like
he's hurt.
Yeah, now he's hurt. The Tennessee wide receivers almost get the Jets treatment, where it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, so still like he has good players. I don't know what his. I feel like he's pretty locked in on these starters. That's maybe aside from Rashad White. Like if he's going to start Olave, Flowers every week, Kraft. It's just his flex is like. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't start Thomas, but also like Dylan said, he could be the wide receiver 3 in this offense. Seems like Parker Washington's the one now.
Matt, I'm giving you one shot, and you got to do it right away to pronounce Cam Scadaboo's nickname. One shot. Go.
Skibbity dibbity doobie dub dub dub.
That was actually pretty good.
What the fuck?
Honestly, I'll give you like an A for that. That was pretty good.
Thank you. Well, rip.
Let's get to 7.
Yeah, we can move. No,
I think we got to go to 8 first.
Yeah, that's right. I wanted to skip over Brendan. Or at least that's who I hope it is.
Brendan. Brendan is number 8.
I'm shocked that Brendan is 8. That's the highest he's been probably in 5 years.
Highest he's been, dude.
This team's on the rise.
I don't think it's deserved. But anyways, let's go from an unbiased opinion first. Matt, you take the floor.
Can't wait for Dylan to talk about this.
Brendan's got some guys that he's been sitting on, just kind of waiting to like emerge. And I think if they do finally emerge this year, like Brooks, Burden. Everyone's very high on Burden right now, so like when someone you're looking at starting last year. So um yeah, and then like he has Love. He drafted Love 101, so but now he's hurt too, high ankle sprain. So hopefully he actually is going to be there week one. But Bauer's arguably the most valuable tight end in fantasy. Um, Jaden Reed also could sneaky be pretty good now with Dobbs gone. That's kind of like a more clear, like he's going to be get more
Still a
opportunities. I
gadget
feel like,
player.
yeah, but I mean he has potential to pop. So I think that's probably going to end up being one of his go-to stars this year.
It's going to come down to his Carolina guys. If the two Carolina guys pan out, like Jonathan Brooks is getting
Yeah.
a ton of hype so far this offseason. Now, the P team is pretty bullish when you're coming off of like pretty consecutive back-to-back ACL tears, but he's still only 23, and the guy is just an absolute tank. So I think if they give Brooks a chance and he can run with it, pun intended, then that could be a huge value, plug and play guy for Brendan. And then Jalen Coker is just one of those sneaky guys. Like, you never want to have to say, I'm starting Jalen Coker in my lineup. But the guy puts up points. Like, the
He's
guy,
so good.
when he plays, he puts up points.
Yeah, I mean
He's got his duds
points,
too. Like,
but
again, he's one of those ones. Like, any
his
given
wide
week,
receiver is 69, so I'm not gonna.
he only played half the year, though.
Much, but yeah, but I mean, I'm looking. I don't think he had more than 5 catches last year in a game.
Just look at where he came from, Matt. 24 years old at a
6,
Holy
7
Cross.
maybe, yeah.
This kid's
Worcester's finest.
freaking fought hard to make it out of the slumps of Worcester.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
respect
Holy
that.
Cross's their football stadium?
Yeah, it's right on the side of the highway.
It's actually very nice.
Yeah.
His projection is 18. I mean, he's wide receiver 2 there, and it seems like Bryce Young kind of figured it out a little bit last year. So hopefully, I mean, yeah, I mean, potential's there. I agree. Like Carolina's
Yeah.
big question mark. there,
Jonathan Brooks is one of the coolest highlight tapes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
but he's a fucking star.
If
Texas
JB can,
boy.
if
Yeah,
JB can
Jonathan
actually-
Brooks in high school in Texas was out of this world.
Yep. Do people remember who he was playing behind the entire time he was at Texas? Don't giggle. Do you know the answer?
Freaking it was Bijan.
It was Bijan Robinson. Absolutely.
Yep.
That's the only reason that Brooks was overshadowed in the draft is because of Bijan. But Brooks in his own right is a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a little Jeremiah Love, Jaron Price situation there. They're both studs too. Yeah, I mean Brennan's bench obviously is where it gets concerning. I feel like all these bottom 3 teams are. But he has Judy down here, Downs.
The corpse of
Dell.
OBJ.
Yeah, OBJ is laughable.
Yeah, that is wild that he has him there.
Healthy and starting, 0 points projected.
Yeah.
We got rosters, guys that are rostered at like 23%, 12%. It's like that's not what you want. But you know, he traded for Dell last year. Maybe he can hopefully with him coming back here.
I hope he comes back.
right
That
back
was
to what
a
he was
real
before.
serious injury.
Because he was actually like pretty nasty, like with Stroud, and I
Yeah.
think he made Stroud a little better too, like, just because they had the chemistry. But hopefully that's back for him. Downs, I thought he was banged up a little bit in the preseason, but another like guy you think he could be starting to. He's a wide receiver 1 there, at least on the depth chart. So
I'll say Brendan could definitely make a playoff as like the 6th seed is that ceiling, but will be a bottom 4 team.
yeah, his ceiling is playoffs, but I don't think he'd make it far in the playoffs. He drafted Connor in the redraft for handcuff for Jeremiah Love. So kudos there. You know, me, I'm a big fan of the handcuff.
Also, I'm down to 4% battery. It's getting critical.
All right. You don't have a charger?
Yeah, I do, but I just don't feel like it now.
All right. But yeah, I mean, do you guys have any other thoughts on Brennan's team?
Nope.
No, I think that's good.
See your ass week 1, bitch.
I think it's the best team in the league.
Oh, Steve's still here?
No, that was definitely not Steve. Is that Brendan?
Was it Brennan?
Nah.
I think it was. It is.
It sounds like Brennan. It's Steve. I can hear Steve's laugh.
It's fucking Steve wearing a fucking those blindfolds, you freaking weirdo.
Does he have that toupee on that I like him wearing?
What a creep that Steve.
What's he
Bo's
gone
is.
again?
Just sitting here listening, like
Yeah, just lurking in the shadows.
number 7 though. We're moving on. We got Jorge. So I honestly like a little surprised, but I think Jorge's depth too is the reason why he's here. But anyone want to kick us off with Jorge's team, or you just want to run through it?
I think his tight end, like his tight end situation is Sadiq or bust. I just don't think Goddard's going to be what he wants to start for the whole year. I think if Sadiq can be the 85 catch monster that I'm planning on him being, he's going to be set in stone. But honestly, what is everybody's thoughts on Jetta? Jetta concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
He should be fine.
You think Lil Kyler is going to be able to get on the ball?
That's the only issue. I don't know if he could see over the line.
Yeah, I think Jefferson had a awful year. If you pull up his stats last year, he was awful. Look at that middle section from like all of the. So if you scroll down on 25, all of the matchups he had after the bye week, except for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chargers, were in the green minus Seattle, but like green, like favorable matchups. An absolute just
look at this window. Look at this.
third
10 points, 14, 10, 2, 4, 6.
For a guy that was being started by 100% of rosters. Just atrociously bad. And that was JJ was running the show by that point.
Yeah, whoa, put some respect on 9.
I don't think 9 puts respect on himself right now.
No, he shouldn't, dude. He sucks. That was a big reason why that offense just couldn't get anything going with him at quarterback.
So I think his team, like if like Chase is changing, Chase is stud, but if Jefferson can return to his form, then he's going to have a great year. Chuba Hubbard's another one. I think that Hubbard's time is very limited because I do think he's going to have some people kind of nibbling on his ankles for his job.
For sure.
You know, Josh Jacobs, he had the whole domestic violence thing or whatever it was, right? Or he was arrested.
He
could, right?
But domestic violence.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
He probably gets suspended for like 4 games or something.
That's kind of what I'm wondering is if he's going to have some kind of league discipline come down. Who knows? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, he's definitely got some question marks, which is why I think he flushes down to 7. But his team though too, right? You look at his top. You look at Allen, Jacobs, Chase, Jefferson. Those 4 guys alone could literally get him 150 points in any given week.
Yeah. And that's basically
he has a high floor.
That's the best part of his team is those 4 players. Like they can carry him. He just needs the rest of his team to follow through and figure out some points here at flex because I mean,
this is where he's taking a step back from over the years.
Dowell's good, but he's in a new offense again. He's got Pittman, who's in a new offense. Shakir, 36, wide receiver 36. Like I'm not that high on Shakir personally. They just had DJ Moore there too, so like that's. I know they've played 2 different types of receivers, but it's just more targets not going his way. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then running backs. I think he's This is another team with like a running back problem, I would say. In general, but I mean, because I don't know if Hubbard loses that job, that sucks for Jorge. That's someone who's starting. Dowdle is your 2 or your 3. Yeah, so I think he needs running backs big time too. But and then again, this is another draft.
Yeah, I think Jorge's team is in this very strange, like kind of middle ground, which is probably not the best place to be. But he's not going to make any dramatic moves either, though, because he could still, like we said, all you got to do is make it to 6. You make it a 6 in our league, and then you get hot at the right time, you're winning the championship. So I think he's got to just kind of roll with the guys he's got because they have the potential to carry him at any given moment. It's happened for him before.
Yeah, no, the stars just have to align pretty much once you're in. Anything can happen from there. Just scheduling and so many injuries at the end of the year too. Like you never know who the fuck you're starting at that point. So,
never know.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think he should be a playoff fighter. He should be fighting for playoffs at least. I think, and he'll be right there on the fringe. I think, but but I could also just see him. Well, you could see him potentially win the league too. So it's not like he's that far out, if anything. Yeah, then we'll go to number 6 here. Coco.
So here's a fun fact before we talk about Brian's team. Can somebody name me in the championship matchup last year who was the highest scoring player on either team that was in the championship? No cheating, no looking.
Was it Baker?
Nope.
Was Drake May one?
It was Drake May. Can you tell me how many points he had? Kind of a fun fact.
44.
44.44. Yeah. So Drake May, the prophecy child, carried Brian to the championship, which is probably why he's still washing his sheets to this day.
to this day, dude,
Yeah.
he's gonna cry. Like, just we'll never end up not hearing how Drake May won it for him already.
Yep. So I think, I mean, honestly, I think Brian at 6 is a testament to how strong the remaining 5 teams in the league are. Because I personally, I have always thought Brian's team is very good. The age card is, of course, the biggest talking point that we've had for a few years.
Yeah, he's looking at a hill. He's
but
been staring at the hill for years
he's
now.
been on the hill for 4 years, so it's almost once. He hasn't fallen down the hill yet, so it's he's still got to ride it out. I mean, if you look from his starting lineup from Kelsey down to Cortland Sutton, the average age is like 32 and a half.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, age is a problem until it isn't, because like he's, even though it is an age problem, like he still has some of the better older players in the league. Like they're still
right.
Like, you know, McCaffrey's gone now, but that was like, I think McCaffrey and
how he got Travis
Kelce
to last this long is crazy.
Kelsey was tight end 3 last year, and like looking back at last year, I always felt like Kelsey was like starting off slow, but he still ended up being tight end 3, which like the fact that he's still like up there in that conversation.
Lil Davy is never gonna stop running.
Nope. I think Montgomery's gonna have a top 12 season. I think he's in an excellent situation.
I could see top 20. I could see top 20 just because
I'll see a top 20.
That confident in what he marks, but I think it'll still be somewhat of a committee.
And the thing about Brian's team that it works in his favor the best, unfortunately, is that he's got my first overall pick next year. Or first round pick, I should say, which could very likely be a top 3 pick.
I like you said the first overall.
Yeah. Did I Freudian slip there? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Dude, it's happening, dude. Lock it in.
I tried very hard for that pick, Dylan, negotiating for AJ Brown. It took many weeks of fighting over that pick.
Yep.
Yeah,
I had a feeling he wasn't going to be able to sacrifice potentially Jeremiah Smith. Or if he wants Arch Manning, but he's got Drake, so he doesn't need Arch.
Yeah.
But
this is, I mean, Brian's being here at 6, so is, I mean, he just won it, so obviously we know his team can win. It's just he did make some changes. He got rid of McCaffrey, and he got AJ Brown, Etienne, the new faces. So who else did he get? He got Dobbins too in that trade with Steve, and I think there was another piece I'm missing.
Coco, it could have sold McCaffrey for so much more. I feel like.
Well. Yeah, I think so too. I was surprised I was surprised he was selling him in general. I didn't even know he was considering.
Yeah, and then gave away Devontae Adams too. Crazy.
Yeah, Devontae Adams should also be someone that Steve's gonna be able to start, which we'll get to that later. But I mean, I don't think Brian's team got better. I don't know. Maybe for like long term he did, but I don't think like win now. Like Steve definitely got the better win now pieces in that trade. But
like Coco's one of the first team that you tell me like they just missed the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, yeah, it was Coco's team.
Yeah.
But that said, I don't know if Brian's ever missed playoffs. Honestly, I have to look that up. But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't make playoffs, but I would also not be surprised if he is in playoffs again, because he still has some really solid pieces. Jonty, May, AJ
Brown. He's just absolutely doing tongue circles in his mouth though, having May and AJ Brown. That stack he's gonna.
It was a big selling point during trade talks.
No doubt.
Oh, look at that stack.
If anyone's going to trade for AJ Brown during all that with Hugo's fucking weekly trade request for him, that was going to be Brian ultimately, because he's such a homer, and that's like the most homer stack in the league right now. So
I've been sleeping so much better not getting those texts in the chat.
I was never going to give up, boys. I needed him gone.
Oh, we know you are persevering.
Who's worse, Dylan, Hugo or Diego?
Oh, don't even get me started. Wrong league chat. We were going to save that for next Monday because I have talking points. I cannot figure out how to block that guy, but I need to block him. Oh my God, brutal.
Oh, that's hilarious. Spoiler, it's Diego.
Yeah. Tune in next week.
See, I'm all right, guys. I really am.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It could be worse. It could be worse, guys. It could be Diego.
Yeah, it could be. Thank God our league is our league.
But yeah, that's I don't know if you guys have any final thoughts on Brian's team. I think
I think that's a perfect bridge to the 5th overall ranking team.
All right. Hugo, who's five?
I
I'm
believe it's
always four, so I don't know.
It's Hugo. Hugo's
not
our
in,
fifth.
not in my book.
Um,
Yeah, not in mine either.
Well, you're incorrect because you are 5 in this one.
dude, what is this starting lineup?
Give us the lowdown on how you feel. What is the strengths? What is your glaring weakness? Also, I'm at 1%, so if I just drift away into the ethers, it's been fun.
Boys, I'm a
Find your
young.
charger and come back if that's the case.
Yeah, go get your charger
Hold
now,
on.
Dylan.
All right, you take it
Freaking
away
run.
while I find my charger.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your
All
team,
right.
Hugo.
I am an up and coming team.
Coming?
Yes.
You can't. What do you mean up and coming?
I freaking chose to rebuild on the fly here.
What?
With this reset, this was a simple retool. Like I sold away AJ Brown.
I
I
didn't plan on
sold
having a beer,
away.
but I'm grabbing one.
Yeah, I
Grab your
sold
charger
away
first.
Achan.
Oh yeah.
Um, I want to start a youth movement, you know. I see teams like that we'll talk about and Kevin's and Steve's, and I'm like, I can I realistically like throw down with these teams? I could, but I'd rather the assets than go head to head with them this year. So that's why I'm like, here you go, HN for sale. I don't like the Miami offense this year, gone. And Coco's homerness was never not going to end up with AJ Brown on his team. So I just did a reset, got younger, acquired a bunch of picks. I'm very happy with my future coming up. I have all my firsts. I have multiple firsts, multiple seconds next year in a loaded draft. Um, and I'm just retooling. I'm very happy with my young wide receivers. I think I have stud wide receivers coming up, and my tight end group should be set for the next 4 years at least. Um, I'm looking for the next big running back, so that's where my future picks I think will end up going towards for sure.
Your team dies at the tight end position, though. If Laporta can't resume like his dominance that he had 2 years ago, I think tight end wise you're hurting. Because I already heard rumors that Gadsden's going to be potentially flushed out of that offense completely.
And if so, that I see him as just a guy that I picked up in free agency last year now. And if I end up having to drop him because he can't like outlast Njoku on last legs or Kohler, like then this guy's a bum and deserves to be cut. And I didn't spend anything on him. Besides, I'm way higher on I'm a huge Britton Strange guy. I This was your too many tight end problems.
Yeah.
That was a benefit to me. He was the number one option that I wanted in the vet draft, dude. I'm very happy for him, and he's attached to a good offense that passes to the tight end a lot. And he just signed a 3-year extension. I'm very excited for him.
Yeah, I let him go just mainly honestly because I had him in the other league too. So I was like, well, at least I still can root for him.
Yeah.
Diversify.
Yeah. And Terrence Ferguson is everyone's gonna know who he is. Getting passes from Matt Stafford this year.
Except for the fact that they drafted a tight end in the second round.
I think this guy's so much better.
There's a lot of tight ends in that room. Like Kobe Parkinson had a good year for them too last year, and then they also have Higby coming back. So I'm not that high on Ferguson personally. There's just too many mouths to feed. Like they're not going to be able to start 3-4 tight ends. So
who was the last relevant tight end for the Rams?
Parkinson was running tight
I
end.
think
Higby had a good
like,
year
like
for
top
sure,
10, like top
like a
10
number
finish.
8. But yeah, it's
truly I don't have the answer because I don't think there is one.
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude.
Yeah, that's just one of those weird offenses that I think like Puka just dominates that offense passing wise just so much. It's like
he's literally
and then in the red zone it's all Devontae Adams. So
yeah, but don't get me wrong, I can compete and beat any team on any week still.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Starting both Rams running backs, how does that make you feel?
It worked out last year. It got me into the playoffs to end the year.
Did it win you a championship?
Not the championships, but it got me into the playoffs. Just think having an entire position dominated like that and a hell of an offense. Dude, they were both scoring touchdowns last year.
That's true. That's true. I think that they're both going to probably finish top 25.
Yeah. I think they're both top 25 too. And They're just my RB2 and RB3s, because JT Jonathan Taylor is just gonna have to take the whole bulk, man.
And what you can, because he just signed that extension too. I think JT is going
Yeah,
to be ballistic this year.
that's why set up for my future. Everyone on my team is signed coming up except Rice. We'll see what happens with him at the end of the year.
He's going to be
But
signed with the county jail in about 3 months.
yeah, but I'm excited. Laporta contract extension should be coming up anytime soon now. And we'll see about the future RB who I don't have on my team yet. But what do you guys think of where I'm at?
Oh yeah, you definitely. I think you have semifinal potential, and honestly, you have championship potential, like on all over your team. I think you get bit so bad by the bad luck bug
Yeah, injuries kill me every year.
every year, and it's amazing how it's just there's death taxes and Hugo's team just self imploding.
Yeah, big time.
I think that's my issue with your team too. I think you did good. Like I think you're kind of in a rebuild year, but that your rebuild is also like you could still contend. Um, I think you kind of sacrificed some depth for a rebuild, which if you feel like you had to do it,
That was intentional,
but
man. Look at
yeah.
like a team like Steve and Kevin, and this was the year to do it for 27 picks. So
But that said, like in a year where like teams like Brennan and Jorge are kind of fighting right there at the bottom, just based off the power ranking, Brian injuries, yeah, if they do add up, I think you're kind of cooked. Uh, and I mean, Tyson's already hurt down here. That's someone you probably figure you're going to add in at some point in their lineup. So now you have to wait a few months. Myers is down here. Like I just looking at your bench, I don't see a lot of players that you can really like plug in. Maybe Merritt if he's going to be established running back there,
I
but
got backup still, but
it's not like people that
again,
I'm.
more up and comers. Just gotta wait for them to blossom.
Yeah, and that's you got younger, right? So it's
Yep.
a good in Dynasty. So, but as far as like this is power rankings are based on win now, like you're top heavy in your starters for sure, outside of maybe Corum. But the starting lineup's great. It's just I think when it gets down to the nitty-gritty bye weeks, injuries and stuff, you might be hurting some of those weeks.
Yeah.
Compared to some of the other teams. But five's still a good landing spot. So,
I thought it was fair.
yeah, I mean, honestly, it's hard to disagree with any of these
Yeah.
rankings.
I see myself as a playoff team still. I really do.
Yeah, and kind of talking it out and whatnot. Kind of, I'm like starting to like agree with
I
it
think
more and more.
if you don't make the playoffs, that'd be pretty surprising.
Yes, I'll be disappointed if I don't make playoffs for sure.
Yeah,
But I also feel like every year you're always right around that 6 to 7 bubble, and it's honestly it's very satisfying.
Fuck you.
but
I
the future
can't
is
win.
bright.
I don't want Hugo to win.
I mean, those two firsts that you have now next year, those 2 seconds, I think those are going to be huge for you. So, like, it's like I said, you sacrifice depth for a rebuild, like somewhat a rebuild, and those picks were a huge part of it too. So, but you're going to feel it a little bit for your starters this year. That said, any final thoughts on Hugo's team?
No, I think that's good.
All right. Actually, wait, jumping the gun a little bit here. Number 3. Oh, we're at number 4. All right, so number 4. So when I did the plugged it into ChatGPT and everything, it wasn't factoring in injuries yet. So originally Marty was supposed to be 3 and I was supposed to be 4, so it swapped us because it was talking about Pearsall and how much of an impact he's going to have on Marty's team, and obviously Pearsall's out for the year. So I went and plugged in like injuries and it factored in some of the injuries and how that kind of affected the power rankings. But this is now Marty is number
I
4
like it.
here. So just FYI. Let me see. Because I was just going through what it gave us for notes, and it was like talking heavily about Pierce. I'm like, let's reassign this, or readjust this. But that said, Marty's team is number 4, and my initial thoughts are Marty's got a good mix of veterans and youth. I think so the vets might catch up to him at some point sooner, but I don't think it's going to be this year. And he's got really good depth. Had a good draft this year, so I think this is a fair spot for Marty. The bright spot I think would be his starting lineup is definitely good, great. So that's.
I think Mike Evans is going to feast with San Francisco too. I think Purdy's going to look at as really like. I mean, Purdy's played with very talented receivers, but it's his first like true. I mean, not including George Kittle, but his first true like Hall of Fame level wide receiver. I think Mikey, as long as he stays healthy, is going to have an awesome year.
I agree. And Pearsall obviously being the guy that they were expecting to come and kind of merge again this year, but injuries have
Right.
set him back. Evans now being there is he's going to eat those targets. They just signed
I,
Devo, but I
I
think
mean,
this
I'm
is
real.
his
I
year.
think if DK can return to somewhat like even if he's a top 25 form, if Mikey Wilson can stay like he did last year, basically, even if he does 75% of what he did towards the end of last year,
Mhm.
and the rest of his lineup stays healthy, I think Marty can win it all. I think
Yeah,
four is where he just falls, and I think no one's going to argue with that. But his team is like I think the sneaky like don't sleep on Marty's team because you nailed it on the head, Matt. That I think that he's got the best depth in the league. So he loses a couple players. I think if his other guys, especially his younger guys, step up, Marty's going to be fine.
yeah, and injuries have always kind of hurt Marty a lot. Like even last year too, he missed playoffs because I feel like injuries just bared him down. Um, but again, I thought the veteran draft kind of helped him with depth again this year. Like he got Diggs and Samuel in the draft. Like those are two guys he's probably going to end up starting at some point maybe. Bye weeks, injuries, whatever. Tootin also sneaky breakout candidate here, I think. For the Jags, I'm pretty high on him. I would be
They've been
excited to have had
feeding
him.
Chris Rodriguez the rock like nobody's business though.
Yeah.
With green
Yeah,
I'm not a Tootin'
I low-key
guy.
like that too, but because I have Chris Rodriguez in another league, but
the only person that's
I
a
It's a
think
Tootin' guy is
there's
Steve.
three-headed
potential
backfield.
for a
Steve
breakout.
loves to toot. Steve loves a good tootin'.
Yeah, he does.
Um, yeah. So who's the one? Who they list as the one? They have Tootin listed as the one on here, but I don't know if that's accurate.
He's like a 1A 1B scenario.
Yeah, that makes sense. But hot
Shout out
hand.
LaQuinn
Who
Allen.
knows?
LaQuinn.
Be on
I
your
don't
team.
even think that's his name. I think it's LaQuint.
I'm a truther. The world will see.
I thought Marty kind of missed on a couple picks in this draft. He was drafting like
I thought he
drafted.
missed on the rookie draft too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brazel was not a good pick. I think he was already hurt when he got drafted.
Yeah, I forget when I hate the layout in this fucking PC view in this, but 'cause I can't see where he got drafted. But yeah, he drafted. I think he drafted him by mistake too. He drafted somebody by mistake, like thinking it was a healthy player, um, but fucking pay attention, bro. Um, Stowers I kind of liked, but I honestly forget where he drafted him. I think it was
I think he
second.
took Stowers in either second or third
Oh, here we
round.
go. 202.
Yeah.
Okay, 202. Um, but that's somebody who's just gonna kind of sit and wait on. I feel like with Goddard still being there. Pearsall, Kittle, both on IR. Hate to see it, but like I said, Marty's got the depth to make up for it right now.
Matt, you knew about my potential trade with Marty for AJ Brown, and with that involved Pearsall. What
Oh
do you
yeah,
think of me avoiding that? It would have been 104 and Pearsall for AJ Brown. Little buyer's remorse or revisionist history, I mean.
well, 104,
What did 104 become?
104 was
Lemon.
Oh, in
Lemon.
this draft. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Would you rather have Lemon and
Lemon and Pearsall for
Pearsall
Brown.
than what was the other trade you guys did?
I'd rather have AJ Brown.
I
So
don't know that Brown too.
the real winner is Coco.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, that's just Marty not pulling the trigger on a trade. Honestly, probably should have done that. Um, but yeah, that's gonna hurt a little bit. That's gonna sting. Sorry, Marty. The other thing, he has good quarterback depth. Like Dart, I think is star potential in fantasy at least. So with his rushing capability, but I think
I feel like his quarterback depth can be gone in a snap, though. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers last year, Kyler Murray, maybe he is a little too short. And Jackson Dart, I don't think anyone can protect themselves less in the football league and the NFL than him.
Yeah, he does have
Yeah,
a
Dart
problem with just giving
screams
himself
just
up.
nasty concussion anytime.
Yeah, I mean, we could be speaking into existence. Hopefully not for Marty, but um,
I
he's got
I
Burrow
love his
here.
like moxie. I love like his like just presence, but he just I don't know. The way he plays is just not meant for a long career.
There's something about the cool and calm, collected white guys that Marty loves. Joe Burrow and Dart,
Joe Burrow, Jackson Dart, and Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray.
And Trey McBride, even though he's got a black name.
Yeah, no, I mean that's like tight end one right there. So that's great. Marty's starting lineup is one of the better ones in the league, I'd say. Drake London, Ken Walker, new system now, but I think he'll be good in Kansas City. Barkley's still a beast.
I
Put him
believe
down here
Trey
last year,
applies
but
to anybody that is of the third in their family.
Oh, I'm a deuce.
Deuce Figueroa.
Yeah.
Honestly, it sounds like a rapper.
Yeah. But
um,
yeah, Drake London could pop off any week for sure.
how do we feel about Atlanta though with their quarterback situation? Like, it's hard
Oh,
to like
awful.
get. It's like hard to be confident in the Falcons receivers. I would say just to like, I don't know. I'm not that high on either one of those quarterbacks. Penix didn't really show that he's.
Anybody watch Tua in that preseason game? He looked awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like he's
Tua
put
is
on
not
some
an
weight
NFL
too.
quarterback. Tua is a real estate agent trying to sell homes in like the southern part of Alabama.
I think Atlanta's offense. I mean, they have good skill players. That's just the quarterback situation is murky. Um, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm just kind of nitpicking here a little bit, but
Yeah. No, solid team, should be a playoff team. Can be dangerous for sure.
yep. It's number 4 for you. Now we're at 3. That's my team.
All right, Matt, take the floor with your own team. What's your strengths? What's your biggest, need or hole?
I think my strengths is that I don't really have many weaknesses. I think that's my.
Whoa.
I'm also like if you could put up my running backs, my receivers, to like Kevin's
Dylan, my head like
receivers.
picked up so fast as soon as he said that too.
I I'm not like I have Puka. Obviously, that's my shining star. Like he's number 2 overall fantasy player. Like that's my bread and butter right there. Like he's as long as he's in my lineup, I think I can put up numbers against anyone. Um, running back depth, I thought is I think is pretty good. My receivers getting better. I think my weakness last year was receivers, so I think I can confidently, put some tight receivers out here now that I'm happy with, like Washington. Hopefully Addison comes back with Murray. That to be determined. But and then I drafted Concepcion in the draft there, so I have high hopes for him. Um, Antonio Williams, hopefully there's some, starter space for him at some point here soon. Jack Beck, I thought could be a sneaky pick in the veteran draft with that wide
There's
receiver room
another
is kind of
name
murky.
one, Dylan. Jack what, Matt?
All I'm saying is it sounds
Jack
like
Beck.
all of the guys I let go are all coveted guys that people wanted. My team wasn't that bad after all.
Yeah. His last name's pronounced Besh.
It's Besh.
Beck, Besh, same shit.
Yeah, Jack Besh.
Jack Beck.
No, not Beck.
It is whatever I say it is. He's on my team. I can call him whatever I want.
Wendell Robinson.
Yeah,
Wandale. But yeah, I think I have good depth. That's my biggest strength. So,
your depth is solid. Do you think Dalton Kincaid is ever going to live up to any of his potential?
I mean, hopefully he was looking pretty good earlier last year, and then injuries just kind of fucking bogged him down again. So it's just a matter of health for him, I think. So, but I mean, he's in an offense where he should be able to emerge. So, I mean, obviously I traded for him like with those hopes, but tight end was another question.
Did I trade him to you? I traded him to you, right?
Yeah, it was. I honestly kind of want to take that trade back a little bit. It was.
I think actually, ironically, you gave me Wandell.
Yeah, I gave you Wandell 27 second, which I would like to have back, and
brutal.
Strange for Kincaid. But at the time, that Wandell was someone I was trying to sell at the time, like pretty heavily. No one wanted him, so it was like his value wasn't there. So.
Yeah, I always liked him, Matt, because I had him in the other league, and I just didn't want him.
Yeah,
but I saw his potential for sure.
Yeah, I did too, but I also just I needed a tight end. Then
right,
didn't really want to wait for one. Took a stab, hasn't paid off yet, but we'll see. But I got Mark Andrews in the vet draft, so I'm confident.
I don't love your running backs. If we're going to be completely transparent as friends and as a league, if I was doing my own power rankings, I would probably have it ranked at 6 because your running backs concern me. Now,
guys, are we in the circle of trust here?
This is the circle of trust.
Matt, you are my fraud team of 2026, dude.
My fraud team? Wow.
Yeah. If this team ended up being not a playoff team, you're the one that would least surprise me.
I also think I'm going to have a better record than
Fuel
you.
My fire.
And Dylan says he's going to be better than you. Now that's bet worthy right there.
No chance.
But yeah, I just think Puka would carry you, and Puka could be out the first 4 weeks of the year because of the personal conduct policy, so that would suck really bad for you.
For being a bad
Um,
person.
yeah, he's not the greatest of
No.
people, but talented,
Very easy to
better
talk
football
to.
player than person.
Yeah.
Dude, don't talk about Puka Nacua like that.
And then Jaden Daniels. This is a big make or break year for Jaden Daniels. We got to find out if he's made of glass or not.
No, Jaden's a dog.
5.
He
This
is
is
so good at
this is like
football.
I'm not worried about Jane Daniels whatsoever. So
Yeah.
if you're thinking I'm a fraud because of Jane Daniels, then you're just not.
Yeah.
And
That
then,
is
that's
one of the worst takes I've heard in the last hour and a half.
But I think you're. I'm with Dylan. The running backs could be a little better. There's some like pretty next gen analytics on Quinchon Judkins of how that man's just not going to catch the ball.
Yeah.
That man's just not going to catch the ball. So he's got to be real touchdown dependent for you.
Got 26 passes last year. Like, what do you mean he's not going to catch
Yeah,
it?
but
He already
to
has
be a top 10 receiver, you got to be
on
in that
15
50 to
games.
60.
I also
played
think
15
that
games last year.
I also think that Dylan Sampson's gonna do
Dylan Sampson is
much
a
more on
really
third
good
down,
football
so.
player.
Oh my god, you would take Dylan Sampson over Quinshon Judkins?
No,
But
but I'm saying,
No, but
he's definitely gonna chip into.
he's gonna eat into it. Dylan Sampson's a good football player.
I don't agree with any of those takes, but yeah, to each your own. You guys have your opinions. I think I'll be right up there, but
You
I
also,
think depth.
you
like
also
I said,
gave your defense a nickname of a one guy rapper.
What?
Yeah, Chief Keef.
for the
defense. I don't even remember making that.
Dylan,
that was way back then.
Dylan, is there
7
anyone
years
more
ago.
overhyped this offseason than Parker Washington?
That's news to me. Overhyped.
Baker Slayfield, he's married with 2 children.
Yeah. Parker Washington is like the darling of the offseason.
You guys are being real nitpicky here. You guys are being real nitpicky.
I'm just saying, I'm not in love with what I'm seeing here.
Attacking my team, attacking my players' nicknames. What is going on here, dude?
CJ Stroud, Cool Breeze, meaning one Cool Breeze is gonna blow him off the playing field.
Cool guys, cool cat.
Yeah, that's a big year for sure. No one's got to prove themselves more than CJ Stroud this year.
Yeah,
even if he has to prove himself, I'm not starting him right now, so it's not a concern to me. I got Baker Mayfield as well, sitting right in the fucking.
Yeah, better backup for sure.
So, Kyle Monangai, is that just guy or is that a modification of gay?
Gay. What are you gay?
But Matt, I think if Jaden Daniels is healthy for you all year long, you're definitely a playoff team, like obviously without a doubt, and you could definitely contend and put up some big numbers because I think Jaden Daniels is that good himself for sure.
Oh,
but he's got the best ability is availability.
Yeah, I think my only thing with him is he needs to put on a little bit of weight, dude. He seems pretty fucking scrawny for a quarterback. It could be a concern, but
just
but he's healthy, dude. Fucking nasty. So Henderson, I love Henderson, and I like my running backs. I don't have like a what do you call it, a Gibbs or a Bijan or whatever or CMC, but
the thing about your team is it's kind of like Jorge's, where it's going to be like Henderson, Swift, and Judkins could collectively get you 90 points in any given week, or they could get you literally like 13 points.
Oh, that's way too low for.
I mean, in this
DeAndre Swift is nasty, and he's number 15 running back last year.
Swift is an underrated player.
Very, very.
I always forget how young he is too. He's still only 27.
Yeah, he's been.
Everyone shits on Swift. Yeah. Dude. He's consistently like top 20 running back. Like,
he's good. I'm a Swift believer.
I agree.
So he's someone I'm always going to start. Like Henderson, ideally I'm starting him every week, but it's just still Ramondre being there. That's kind of
I think you're going to start Ramondre week 1 and not Henderson.
Maybe we'll see. And then I'm confidently starting. This is a very maybe aside from Addison. But that said, I could probably plug in. I don't know. I want a double stack running.
Yeah, you got options.
Or Mason. Exception if I want to be like go for the rookie week 1. Who knows? See what happens. But that's it. Confident. Number 3 team on this according to ChatGPT and his consensus. So
yeah, I think we could give these next 2 teams the old Vinny treatment and wrap it up in 2 minutes or less.
I am entering my bedtime soon, so
yeah, we'll wrap it up here in a second. Steve is number 2. Yes, he made some pretty big moves this offseason. Took the one playoff win thing to heart, I think. So wanted to improve on that. And he went out there and got McCaffrey, got Devontae Adams, and I think he had another trade that was significant too. He took Pollard from me for a second, but just more running
Yeah.
back depth.
Steve's team has the vibe of like Brian, and I don't fully know why. Like it feels like his team feels older than it is. I think
Yes.
it's just because he's got Henry and McCaffrey, where everybody else realistically is still like super young.
Yeah.
And
Um,
Dak too. Dak's 35.
yeah, but quarterbacks, I wouldn't say he's got a quarterback
Yeah.
issue. If anything, that actually was like a great pick for him. Like that's a pick that takes him now into like true championship territory.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve's team has by far the biggest, like, Thanos
He could go
Infinity snap.
boom more
Oh
than
yeah,
Kevin.
he can dissolve half the league with one snap of his fingers if he chooses to. It's just going to it's
Yes.
going to come down to health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be 1 week where Bijan, Gibbs, McCaffrey, and Henry all go for 30 a pop.
Yeah, they probably all go for 40 a pop in any given week. Who the fuck
And I
knows?
think Steve's got to be sitting pretty too, knowing that Bijan and Gibbs both just re-signs. I think did Pitts re-sign?
Yeah. 3-year extension.
Yep. McCaffrey's a dog, right? That guy, if he's healthy, he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like he's the modern day LaDainian Tomlinson. Every time he plays, he gets 30 points.
Yeah.
And he's
I can't think of another
number one
fantasy
fantasy player. He's the best fantasy player as long as he's healthy. So
I can't think of another equivalent over the last 25 years to Christian McCaffrey other than LaDainian Tomlinson, unless you guys can think of somebody. But
He's him.
yeah.
AP. Thanks, Pearson.
And then George Pickens, legit number 1 wide receiver in fantasy. I think Garrett. I think it was Hugo. You said it earlier, or it might have been Matt. One of you guys.
Olave over Garrett.
Olave over. I think Wilson's going to get 15 targets a game. Actually, no. I think it was Steve when he made his guest appearance. I think Wilson's going to get 15 targets a game. I think Geno's going to pepper the crap out of him.
Yeah, I mean he has to. There's not much else there.
Correct.
So.
But from a fantasy standpoint, again, if the Jets are going to lose 30-13, at least Wilson's going to have 12 catches in garbage time.
Yeah. The only thing really can stop Steve is injuries. So he's gonna
Injuries is the only thing.
McCaffrey's already got tightness, whatever the fuck that means. So hopefully that's gonna turn into something for him.
It's called a
in
contract
an
holdout.
undisclosed area. You know what that means?
It's probably his fucking shins, dude. Like it's always fucking his legs.
No, they would
I hear
disclose
he's
the
not happy
shins.
that he's only making 12.5 million guaranteed this year when the other top guys are making 22.
I mean, understandable, especially
what
when
it
on
is?
the tail end. He's got to make his bag
And he's
now.
at the tail end. Yeah, he's got to get it. So I'm with him.
Yep.
I mean Wilson was banged up last year too, so hopefully he comes back and back to
I think
form.
Wilson will be fine. But Wilson's such a talented wide receiver.
Yeah, he's too good not to. I mean, as long as he's healthy, he's
honestly. I even consider
player,
like
sure.
DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore's going to have a great year with Steve, for Steve with Buffalo. So I think
he'll have a better year than last year for sure.
Yeah, I think that like I said, if Steve is going to win a championship, it's got to be this year. It's got to be this year. If he doesn't, he needs to look himself in the mirror and kind of say some words to people that we don't speak of.
DJ, he's got to hope he doesn't have some year like last year because look at his weeks. Like we had 3 points, 1 points, 0. Like I mean,
that was also when
he may be boomer bust.
Burton and Rome were like booming though with Chicago.
Yeah.
Like more
as the owner of Steve's first round pick, I hope but nothing but misery for this team.
Steve's
I think
bench
that
is pretty solid too. Like Waddle, but down here, Godwin, Adams,
Watson. His wide receiver depth is excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very. I think he's pretty deep on every position, except for maybe tight end. He's got Pitts and
honestly, Isaiah Likely Giants, sneaky potential.
Could be good. Yeah. I mean, Theo Johnson kind of emerged from a little bit last year, but there's a reason they brought in Likely too. So let's think it might be like he'll be the one, I think, but there might be a little bit of a ceiling for him.
Wow. Do we get to the top dog team in our power rankings 2026?
Yep, let's do it.
Hardest working man in show business.
Guys sat down into this league and sitting on gold.
It's got to be nice to just get plopped out from the sky and land right prone.
Some people are born on third base. Kevin's born on home.
Steve only has ever been able to get to third base. Fun fact.
Yeah, this was a contest between Kevin and Brennan Marquis. They both really wanted this fucking team for obvious reasons. Like it's pretty much like guaranteed money. Essentially, even if you're not winning at all, you're getting a lot of weekly payouts in this league.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll kind of keep it quick, but I mean, it's just
the team has no holes. I mean, no holes at all. Like it's
Yeah.
absolutely even with Loveland. Like Loveland absolutely boomed at the end of last year. Cook and A-Chain are just disgusting.
Yeah, he got
Marion
better with
Hampton,
18.
right? Marion Hampton's still a little unproven, but when he was healthy last year, he was very good.
Like I,
Odunze with DJ Moore gone, I think he's going to be great.
It opens up more for him.
Tom Brady, great reserve.
That's why he still has
team's
this
so good
roster.
that you could have Tom
He doesn't
Brady
even
on
need
it.
to worry about. Yeah, just has a fucking useless roster
It's
Fuck
spot.
you,
such a
Kevin.
slap in the face of how good his team is when he can
Yeah.
roster Tom Brady and not give a
There you go.
fuck.
This is Kevin, guys. Pretty much, this is an embodiment of Kevin. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's still only 45 years old. He hasn't aged at all.
Yeah, he's getting younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys go down, like even I don't think it's really. I mean,
Like Neighbors and
Neighbors,
Iglesias
Nick
still
Tuca
there.
sitting down here.
But I think that's it really. Like
Charbonnet,
the
Harvey.
starting lineup is obviously a juggernaut, but we're slowly chiseling at this team, boys, and bringing it back down to earth. Now, if only nobody trades for any of those
Oh my God!
seconds,
Look at all those.
so that he has to drop players.
5 second rounders next year.
Yeah,
He's got 4 in 2020. And he's got
Hey,
Yeah.
in my
He's a
defense,
sick
I'm only
fuck.
allowed one per
Second
year. It's not
rounders.
just me, guys. It's not just me.
Yeah, this is insane. All
he's
right,
a
well,
sick fuck.
um,
But yeah, the favorite to win it all this year. Yeah, I think we'd all be surprised if it's him or Steve don't win it.
I think realistically, it's probably going to be the two of them that are throwing the biggest hands, and rightfully so. I can see this team going 12-2, Steve going also probably 12-2.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
at that point, it comes down to the gods when you make the playoffs. But those two teams are in the best position to win now, and realistically, like over the next 3 to 5 years too.
yeah, it's depressing looking at it, and talking about it, and
But it's
every
beautiful
time I
football,
do this
right? Like,
podcast, yeah.
but you look at a guy like a James Cook. James Cook could become absolutely useless over the next 2 years. You just never know. I don't think he will. I think he's very good. He's still young, but you never know in football. Like guys fizzle out. Look at Trent Richardson. Trent Richardson was a number 3 overall pick, and then he was out of the league in 2 years. Like things can happen pretty dramatically in fantasy football. So that's where what's good is I don't trust that Kevin is going to manage the team as well as Vinny. So
Yeah.
that could work out in the league's favor. No offense to Kevin, I don't know you very well, but
He's pretty new to fantasy. This is like his 3rd or 4th year in doing it now, I think. But he's definitely he's learned quickly. So
I think if Lamar Jackson comes back to like ultimate dynasty, like God, we don't have a chance.
yeah, he's got the keys to the Lamborghini. It's just let's hope he doesn't drive it into a pole.
Yeah.
yeah, it would take a huge blunder for Kevin to fuck this up though. So he at least has the next 2 or 3 years of like just he should be a top team. So
yeah,
what happens after that? Who knows? Yeah, we won't spend too much longer. You guys are trying to hop off here. So,
final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll say dark horse team to win it all might be Hugo.
Wow.
If I'm not picking myself, but
I'm gonna go Marty. I think Marty's got the dark horse potential.
Okay.
New champ. I believe in my squad, and I want to make a move come trade deadline that gives me a freaking solid. I'll get healthy. I'm competing this year, boys. But also, if it comes down to the trade deadline and I'm like under 500, fire sale like you read about.
Oh, perfect. Well, I can't wait for that day because we know it's going to happen.
Good stuff, Matt. Thanks for having us, dude. Much fun, Dylan. Thank you, dude.
Absolutely, boys.
Yeah.
Good luck this year. May everybody stay healthy.
Yeah, may everyone stay healthy and fingers crossed, boys. Fingers crossed.
I can't wait to see Hugo lose.
Don't control it too much, dude.
All right, boys.
All right, till next time.
All right, see ya.
Peace.
Don't forget to hit the stop record, Matt.